Alright, hello everybody. How's it going? Just gonna take a couple minutes here before we jump into this. See if I can actually view this on my phone. My stream, that is. Just gonna take a couple minutes here before we jump into this. Wow, I can actually look at my stream this time. Cool. See if I can actually view this on my phone. My stream, that is. Cool, looks like everything's running. Let me double check with the game audio. Alright, sounds good on my end. So let me just pop over and open up my stream manager. Turn on some of my headphones a little bit. If I sound a little loud, let me know. I can adjust my mic volume if need be. I'm going to be playing Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. So this is the enhanced version called Re-Reckoning. This game came out quite some time ago. There was some controversy around this game. Basically, the studio that created it ended up going completely bankrupt, and then closed its doors pretty much forever. And then there's a bunch of other stuff that goes around. If you guys actually want to look into that, I would suggest looking into the Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. What's the word I'm looking for? Like scandal, I guess. There's like a whole lot that goes around behind the backing of this game, but there's a lot of really cool artists that have worked on this, and it was just actually a really big project overall. And if you're a fan of like World of Warcraft, this has a lot of very, very similar art styles. So, without further ado, let's get in and play Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. So, new game. I'm going to put it on normal, I think. I've played this once before. It was some years ago, but I absolutely loved this game. And for those of you wondering, I am streaming from PlayStation, so that's why you don't see my camera or my avatar.
From the beginning, we were wrong. And only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and the mutable Fae folk. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen. Terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
Until we died and came back. So yeah, this game is set in a very high fantasy realm. I'm excited to bring this to you and share this with you. It's one of my favorite fantasy games that I've ever played.
What do you think this one is then? Alpha, Garan, could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
Alright, here's where we make our character. So we have Almain, Varani, Losofar, and Dokalfar for our different races that we can pick from. Each one has their own specific racial stats for the... I think I'm gonna go with Dokalfar though, more than likely. Let's see. And then we get to pick our signs too. I do like that you can pick none and it'll actually just give you a permanent XP boost, which is nice. Let's go with death, yeah? Preset 1. Do some blue eyes, yeah. There we go. I really wish it didn't have a black background. I wish it had like a white background, because then it'd be really easier to see the characters. It's one of the things with character creation I always complain about, is that the lighting is always usually really bad. So it's really hard to tell like what you're doing with your character, because you can't really see exactly what you're doing. Yeah, I like that. There we go. Let's move on to hairstyles. Let's actually make this a lighter hair so I can actually see what the hairstyles actually look like. I think we're going to go with that one. Accessories and jewelry. If I wasn't mistaken, this is one of the games that I didn't like jewelry in. Let's just go with no jewelry, yeah? I probably won't go with any tattoos either. Yeah, nah, not interested in those. Alright. Alright, we're good to go then.
Looks looks like one of the Dockhofar women. Held up pretty good too. All right then, make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name her, I think we're done. Put her with the others.
Alright, and then we put in our name. And there we go.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
Slump. Down the chute. Into a pile of bodies. Yeah, that's not distressing or anything, and really gross. Also, we're alive. You know, when we were dead. God, that would smell so awful. Also, barefoot. That squishy feeling on the toes would be... ugh, disgusting. Also, random fact, I hate being barefoot. I wear socks all the time. All the time. Alright. Let me adjust my brightness real quick, because this is really dark for me. Alright, that's a lot better. I can actually see what I'm doing. And the cave system is crumbling. Very cool. What is this? Disposal notes. Secrecy is still important in our work, requiring specialized disposal of our unfortunate failures. Piling remains have become a concern in the lower caverns, so an incinerator has been added to deal with the wastes. This should make disposal work slightly less horrible, although you should avoid drinking water from downstream of the ash dumps. Hardly a fitting rest for the poor things, but if it's any consolation, these weren't their original bodies in the first place. So, not original bodies, huh? Interesting. Pull lever. Oh, there it goes. Into there. Okay, well. Ah, rusty sword, huh? Sure. Inventory. Weapons. Longsword. Hey Zach, how's it going? Had to Google what this game was, and its whole inception is wild. Yeah, the game is pretty crazy. Honestly, like everything about this game and like the entire debacle behind it is pretty interesting. But the game itself is actually like fantastic. Took McFarlane on visual design, and yeah, a lot of the people that went into like working on this game are like amazing. Like fucking was it R.A. Salvatore did some of the writing for this, who if you're not familiar with, did Icewind Dale. Yeah, the person that did the Banjo games in DK64. Yeah, like a lot of the people that worked on this were like really important, like super inspiring people, and then the game basically did super poorly and basically like bankrupt the entire company.
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
So the Tuatha are here, attacking this place. And I am back from the dead. Giant rats. Because every RPG starts out with giant rats.
Stay away!
Rodents of unusual size. Also, just because I remember it, this game has weird with its
Help! Anybody!
It's weird with its durability system. So like I don't break boxes because there's like no really reason to.
Up there, please help me!
And it'll damage your weapons.
Little scum! No.
Okay, cool. Let's take out these Fae.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along... Wait. I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead.
I
It
was
worked.
dead.
By the tome, it worked. You're alive.
What happened to me?
But your body
whoops.
was remade in the Well of Souls, and
I didn't mean to skip that.
somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you.
Who are these attackers?
You don't know? Perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deon, the enemies of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland. Not even during the invasion. I don't know why they are here. Hughes may have the answer to that as well. You must stay alive and reach him.
Now, if you're familiar with Zach and I's playthrough of Tomb Raider, or not Tomb Raider, Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light, this voice actor might sound familiar as he did the voice acting for the primary villain of that game. So yeah, like this game even has like really prominent voice actors too.
Professor Formerus Hughes. The Well of Souls is his life's work. The Tuatha are coming in through the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going!
Cool, healing potions.
I wish I could tell you more. You showed no signs of life when we removed your new body from the well's waters. We just put it in the furnace room with the others. We would have never done that if we knew.
I'm sure you wouldn't have put me in the, body disposal pit if you knew that I was alive. That would have been rude. I'm gonna ask again about the attacker, see if he says anything different.
Oh my. You don't know?
No, it's the same thing.
We've never seen them this far inland.
Okay,
Not
well,
even
what about the
during
Well of
invasion.
Souls?
Well of Souls is just ahead. You'll see. And it works. It restored you to life. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going.
So where's this,
He'll be in his
Hughes at?
study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, I hope he's there. And safe.
Alright.
Let me get this door.
Yeah, you get that door. I'm gonna... Battered armor.
this
Sure,
way.
yeah, I'll take that.
You go first.
What if I don't want to go first? I mean, I was dead. Don't you think that you should go first? Worn leggings, huh? Alright, we'll take that. Chest, huh? What's in here? Old boots. Alright, so we got our first sets of armor. Alright. There we go. Some worn leggings. And some old boots. Very cool. It's better than the tattered crap that we were wearing. At least we have shoes now, so that's nice. Consumables. Map to radial. Okay.
This is what they're after. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to war. An end to death.
Yeah, continuous rebirth. Oh. This thing looks hella cool. Those are magic bombs, aren't they? Yup. Big ol' magic bombs. Great. Alright, real quick, I wanna go into my options and see if I can... camera. See if we can up the FOV a little bit, and then... yeah, there we go. The auto follow. I wanted to turn that off so I could manually control the camera is where I want it to be. Because it was kind of like auto snapping onto my character, so yeah, now I can control it at my leisure. Let's open up this door here. Ooh.
We're in one of the storerooms. See if you can find anything useful.
Okay, yeah, it says things are all smashable, huh? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, there is gold, but, weapons, primary. See, I'm at 19 out of 20 with my durability. Let's see, there should be, there's more crates over here. So yeah, I broke those, but now... oh, did they fix it? Okay, I guess in this version of the game, the, Re-Reckoning, the, re-release of this game, they must have fixed it, because usually when you would smack something with your sword in any boxes or anything like that, you would take off a point of your durability. So I guess that they fixed that? That's awesome. It's actually, like, really cool. Crude kite shield, sure. Armor. Sure.
Wait.
Take it for now.
Do you hear something?
Do I hear something? Oh, I got gloves, huh? Sorry if it's really dark, and just this area is really dark, and I've already turned up my brightness almost all the way up. Flimsy greaves. Okay. Unless it's a threshold after smacking X amount of crates, you lose 1 point. Yeah, no, in the original version, because I originally played this on Xbox 360, it used to be like you smacked anything, like any crate once, and it would take off 1 point. So I just... okay. Tutorial wants me to block, alright. Ow. Get juggled.
You're going to need more than just that sword. That one had a bow. Get it?
But I don't want a bow. Yeah, you can have primary and secondary weapons in this game, which is actually pretty cool. You can actually switch between them at your leisure. I don't personally like the bow. That's just me. At least from what I remember. How do I switch? No, it's not that. Okay, it's triangle. There we go.
Archers up ahead. best shoot them before they see us.
Right. Ow.
Go, go!
So how's the sound? Does it sound good? Because I'm streaming from PlayStation. It should. I'm hoping that it sounds good. As far as microphone quality and game audio. Sounds alright? Cool. Yeah, I got a HDMI cable and an Ethernet cable so I can move my PlayStation further away because it sounds like an airplane taking off, so I wanted to move it so that way I could actually start streaming from PlayStation again. Because I've got a lot of really cool games on PlayStation that I really wanted to play, but do I want to go with medium armor or heavy armor? I think I'm going to go with just medium armor. Tattered documents, huh? Faded. Too faded to be of value. Okay, so I guess that's just like a junk item then.
Daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unaware. Their speed more than makes up for their size.
Cool. Daggers. There we go. Yeah, those are they're daggers. Daggers. You know, small little knives. Fucking feel like Kratos with these things.
More up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
Right, how do I sneak? There should be a button for sneaking, right? Oh, I took a potion. R1 to enter stealth mode. Oh, okay. This game's got funny controls. It's not like most hack and slash type of games. Stealth kill. Useless now. Let's take out these archer assholes right here.
A mistake.
God, what's the camera doing? It's so weird. It's like stretched way back. That was super weird. Yeah, came out in 2012. Came out the year before the Modern Tomb Raider reboot. Yeah, this game it looks like World of Warcraft, but like a little bit better.
Cave blossoms
It's super pretty.
only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems.
Alright, access my abilities with R2 and use Stormbolt.
Incredible. What are you?
I am clearly a magical, awesome thing. So, yeah. Spider memo. Hughes, per your request, we finally got the spider problem under control. Claude will be trying to take credit for the efficient cleansing with his Praetorians, but I feel he overstates his case and fails to recognize the value that my own quick thinking and scholarly work provided to the successful operation. While overseeing the spider purge, I noticed that those guards who were affected by the spider venom exhibited stiffness of joints and tightening of skin, symptoms which suggest a possible solution for the internal cohesion problems of some of the well's creations. I would have studied these symptoms in more depth at the time, but the guards willfully and flagrantly disobeyed my orders to delay application of antitoxins. As such, I request that we capture some of these spiders in order to harvest their venom and for future testing. Furthermore, I trust that these insubordinate guards will be punished immediately. For my steadfast pursuit of knowledge, I require no medal nor promotion. All I would ask is for you to please reassign me off of subject disposal detail. So yeah, this person is, you know, very, let's do it for science and not give a shit about other people. What a dick. Just like, oh hey, yeah, let them suffer from spider poison. I want to see what happens. Fucking asshole. Yes, an elf. That's exactly what I am. A magic elf. But even then, like in this game's lore, magic is more or less like reserved for specific people. Like if it's like part of your like your bloodline, or even then like I'd say like more like if you're Fey touched. And like elves in this aren't the Fey. Like a Fey is a completely separate race. Like the Losselfar and the Dockelfar are like mortal races. So same with humans and gnomes and whatnot. It's very interesting. And giant spiders. Yeah, no, you just back the fuck off, please. Nasty ass giant spiders. I love the flora and fauna in this game. So pretty. I now have a staff. Crude birch staff. Can be wielded by mages.
It completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path through.
There we go. And that is going to be a mechanic that shows up a lot.
Burn them! Burn them!
Yeah, magic in this game is a lot of fun too. Like you have like your like staves and your wands, and you also have like your spells that you can cast right from your hands. Yeah, sure, I'll take all. I'll take the old bones. I don't know what those are for. Real quick. Okay, we have our quest log. Not really worried about that right at this second. Rusty gauntlets. This gives mana regen. Also, this is like one of the coolest combat systems. I feel like that's in really any game. As far as like a high fantasy goes, like because it has like a cool blending. I'll show you what I mean in a little while. You know, for somebody who dealt with the spider problem, there's still spiders. Yeah. Just saying, always something to complain about. Like giant spiders. Hello, gnomes. Do I look like one of them?
Get alive! Who is this? That's what I intend to find out. She came out of the well.
What? She better get inside to see the old man. Quick, before those Tuatha make another push.
This is where we part ways. Take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get to Hugh's. We can hold off the Tuatha here.
Yeah, sure. I'll say I need more help.
I suppose these might be able to help. If the Tuatha realize what you are, you'll need them.
Cool. Thank you. All right. Where's Hughes?
Directly ahead, in his study. Just keep going past the top of the well. He needs to see you. Right now, you're the most valuable thing in his world. I'll see you on the outside, if fate wills it.
Sure, but like, why does that make me care?
Go on. There isn't time to waste.
All
I'll
right.
see you on the outside.
Ah, this is Claude.
You're what the well spat out. I guess it could have been worse.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Plate armor. Nothing protects quite like layers of impervious metal. Leather armor is thin, but will give you the speed to reach an enemy's back. Simple cloth.
Yes, I know.
Freeze your body and mind. That's why mages prefer it.
Thanks. I'm kind of aware of how most RPGs work. Light armor for mages, medium armor for dex builds, and then heavy armor for strength builds. Get it? Thank you. Alright. Alright, put on the leather armor. Though the robes do look really nice in this game. Gonna stick with. Oops, that took off our pants. Very cool. Where the hell's pants? There we go. Fucking robes. Alright. And we still don't have a helmet yet. Very cool. Alright. And we have our mana potions. And steel curtain. Increases total armor by 25%. And we have repair kits. Cool. We just have bones. Alright. Let's go talk to Hughes then. Yeah, the falling stones aren't concerning or anything. So this is the Well of Souls, huh? Reminds me of the thing from Mortal Kombat. Is it Shang Tsung and his souls? Well, progress log. Experiments are now successfully recreating bodies at 97.5% of the time. Any missing limbs or extra fingers are now probably how the original subject looked rather than a magical flux on our end. However, full revivification still eludes us. Even if with increased testing, products are still nothing more than just inert lumps of skin and bone, although the occasional spasm or twitch does allow hope of full success in the future. I know some of you complained that we should use cadavers and skip the corpse recreation altogether, but you must know we'd never be allowed to experiment with a subject's actual body. may be working to recreate life, but that hardly allows us to desecrate the dead. Any further complaints can be brought to me directly. From Russ Hughes. Yep, he too has the Wall of Souls, ends up being taken over by Quan Chi after Shang Tsung dies. It goes back to Shang Tsung in 11 with Quan Chi's death in MKX. Of course you'd know that, Zach. I know you and your fighting games. Yeah, I kind of stopped following Mortal Kombat after I think like 3. I used to read the comics too, but it's like 3 or I think Deadly Alliance was like the last Mortal Kombat that I actually played, which was back on the PS2. Really loved that game though, it was so much fun. To the laboratory. Actually, I'm going to take 1 second here. I'm getting a lot of glare on my TV, so I feel like that's one of the reasons why I'm having trouble seeing stuff. So I'm just going to kill a couple lights in my house here, so that I can see better. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. I can actually see what I'm doing. You must be Hughes. Hello. I'm just going to stand inside of him, I guess.
You've made it, and look at you. Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me. You must be terribly confused by all of this.
Yeah, a little bit.
I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing. The Well of Souls. The pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time. There's so much we might learn from one another.
Okay. So, you want to tell me about, you know, me being dead?
I wish I could tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. It seems that your memory died with your body. You see, the well is designed to capture the soul of someone who recently deceased, recreating their physical form within its waters. Simple, really. Your rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. There have been others, but the results weren't quite right.
Uh-huh. So you created abominations. And I'm the first success. Very cool. Tell me about you.
I am Fomerus Hughes, Scholar of Vivification Prime Circle. We're standing above my life's work, the Well of Souls. There's so much to learn about you, though. I imagine it's all a bit muddled. A side effect of the prisma? Shape of a basin? No. If only we had more time.
Uh-huh. So tell me about the Fae.
The Fae are complicated. I could write 10 volumes on the effects of immortality on their pseudo-feudal court system alone.
Alright. That doesn't really explain a whole lot, but cool. Thanks for the not crash course, I guess. Casually admitting to creating wraiths and homunculi. Yeah. So tell me about the attackers, Mr. Hughes.
You don't know. They're called the Tuatha. They were once Fae folk of the Winter Court, but they've been twisted by their Lord Gadflow. But how could they have found us out here? We're miles away from the front lines. The war has never touched Dalantarth. And why attack the well?
I don't know. Maybe because you're, you know, trying to raise people back from the dead. Basically the same thing that the Fae do, just naturally. That might have something to do with it. So, what's going on?
Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe.
Sure. Okay. Where are we?
We're in the Feylands, miles away from the front lines. I thought we were safe enough from the war, but it seems some of the Tuatha found their way here anyway.
Cool. I've got more questions.
Please, we must hurry.
Okay, I guess... Yeah, okay. Tell me about the Tuatha.
The Tuatha are a radical splinter of the Fey. Insane, bloodthirsty, and immortal. Even when they die, their essence returns home to be reborn later. They hate mortals like you and me, and want us wiped off the face of Amalur. I can only imagine how much they hate the idea of mortals being reborn.
Yeah, and you wonder why they're here. So tell me about the Well of Souls.
It's been my life's work. Decades of research with a singular goal, ending death itself. And now, you're the only proof that it's a success. But why did it work on you and no one else? What makes you different from the others? There are so many questions to ask, and if we're to get any answers, we've got to get you someplace safe.
Alright. Maybe it's because I'm fucking awesome. I don't know. Alright.
Good.
Let's go.
Good. We can't waste time.
Maybe I'll stay and fight?
Absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're...
Yes?
Wait, where you go? Fascinating. Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab! They're inside the lab!
Oh no. Buddy.
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
Use your crazy son of a bitch. Fucking runs up and shanks a guy. Goddamn. Oh shit. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here then. Is there anything here I can like grab real quick? No? Okay. This place is coming down. Tuatha, huh? Let me just shank you. Go back to your place to be reborn. Don't mind me just being sneaky. You don't see anything. Back to hell with you. I absolutely love the sneak takedowns on this game. They're so cool.
Get moving, you brute! Tear this tower apart!
Alright, yeah, here we go. Ah, they brought a cave troll. Of course they did. Ow. A rock troll, rather. Ow. Push me. Finish him. In the face. Interesting powers, huh? I'll take all that. Thank you. Alright. Have a nice little ring there. Venom guard, huh? Sure. Sagecraft pouch. Okay. It's gonna hold all of our crafting stuff in it. Let's hop on out of here. Go to the town and try and find that person that Hugh said that we should find. Maybe make a new friend. Oh no. Well, hopefully Hughes can find another way out. Same with anybody who's left. Real quick. Options. Camera. Let's crank this all the way up. Yeah, sure. Actually, nah. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Yeah, it's a little better. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so one of the things that feels weird to me, like, it feels like that, the camera is slightly positioned off. Like, I feel like there's less side on the right-hand side of my screen as opposed to the left. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Alright, skills. Stealth, Sagecraft, Mercantile, Lockpicking. Lockpicking is pretty useful. Detect Hidden's also pretty... Like, all these are, like, really useful, but... Yeah, I think I'll take 1 point into the lockpicking really early. Alright, so now we have our 3 trees. We have Finesse, Might, and Sorcery. Sorcery, obviously magic. Finesse, more of your, like, daggers and your critical damage. And then Might, your strength and, like, swords, hammers, that sort of thing. Alright, let's see. What do I want to put points into, though? That's the question. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 point into that. 1 point into this. And we'll put a point into this. There we go. And confirm. And also, I'm going to be holding onto this, probably this staff, this fire staff, for a long time, because there's a lot of points in the game where you need a fire staff or like fire wand to burn things. So it's just good to have one in your inventory. And yes, this game does have combos, by the way. That pot smashing sound sounded so unauthentic.
Another survivor? But I've never seen you in the tower. Were you one of the professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you?
Yeah, he had distracted them so I could escape.
That sounds like him. Professor Hughes was very thoughtful. I mean, he is very thoughtful. I'm sure he found a way to get out. He must have.
Yeah, sure. So can you tell me about this place that we're at right now, Alistair?
Alistair is remote enough that we don't get a lot of visitors. And with our research, fewer visitors means fewer questions.
Can you tell me about what a Fate Weaver is?
You mean Agav? He visits Hughes every once in a while. I never could figure out why they got along. He's friendly enough, if a bit odd.
Okay.
You should be able to find him in Gorhart, just down the road, past the ruins. You can't miss it.
Cool. So that's the guy that we're supposed to go and find. Alright, so you can tell me more about Hughes, maybe?
We all knew Fominus was a genius, but I'll admit, even I had my doubts about him being able to bring the dead back to life. Guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased that it worked.
So you put two and two together, huh? Tell me about the Tuatha.
I just don't understand the Tuatha. I mean, most Fae aren't violent. The wild ones can be, but no more than any forest animal. But the Tuatha are some sort of cult among the Winter Fae. Before they invaded Erythel, no one could have imagined the Fae ever marching to war.
So you're saying that they're like a bunch of radical assholes. Got it. Very cool. Tell me about the Well of Souls in this project.
Idea, the Well of Souls. Plucks dead people out of the ether, rebuilds their body, and brings them back to life. At least that's what it was supposed to do. Guess we'll never know if it worked now.
Yeah, sure it didn't.
We should be safe here, at least a little longer. I told them we needed more guards.
Oh, Claude, you made it
So
out.
you're fighting there. We could have used more of you. Did he really have a troll?
Yeah, I kicked its ass. Giant rock doll thing? Yeah.
I don't know how the Tuatha found us, but if they had a troll, it couldn't have been an accident. Fate was kind to collapse that doorway behind you, or they would have chased us into the glade.
Cool. So yeah, I'm just going to talk with everybody about everything, so be prepared for that throughout this entire playthrough. Tell me about Alistair.
They started building here when they found Prismere in the mines nearby. Never thought we'd see Tuatha this far out west, though.
Do you think they call the Tuatha the alt-white? Funny. You're funny. So tell me about this Fate Weaver I'm supposed to go and see.
Fate Weavers? Ah, charlatans. You swears by them. But I'll be damned if I trust my future to some cards.
Cards. Alright. So, like, what, they read tarot? So what about Hughes?
Hughes ran off, you say? wouldn't worry too much. The old man's tougher than he looks, and he's always got a plan.
So, trolls, huh?
They're technically a type of wild fae, related to the fae of the summer and winter courts, actually. Dangerous enough in the wild. The Tuatha also use them in their army.
I can tell. I had to kill one of those. So, tell me more about the Tuatha.
I never did trust fae to begin with. Those Tuatha are the worst sort. They waged some sort of holy war against humans and Alpha for years now. But the front's all the way out east. What are they doing out here? How did they know about this place?
Well, somebody let somebody know about it, clearly.
The well was incredible, but it took armloads of prismere crystals to keep the thing active. That's why we built it so close to the stone candle mines. They even put in a few tunnels to deliver the crystals directly into the well. I told them it wasn't safe. Looks like I was right. Again.
I wish he had something to tell me about prismere crystals. Kind of curious as to what those are. Not familiar with those. And we can harvest like reagents and stuff like that to create potions and whatnot.
Thank Matharu, another survivor. Are there any more?
I don't know. Say, oh my god. I could select, I don't leave any survivors. God, that's awful. But no, the door clamps behind me.
That's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully.
I'm sure there's another way out. So you tell me about Alistair?
This was supposed to be a nice isolated grove. So much for that.
Yeah, I guess so. Got any information about Fate
You
Weavers?
don't see many Fate Weavers nowadays, but they were very popular when I was a girl. My parents even hired one to advise them on raising my sister and me. But these days, you're lucky if you can find a single Fate Weaver in a big city. Most have been run out of town.
That sounds rude. So you can tell me anything about Hughes?
Morris Hughes was one of the greatest minds of our generation. The Well of Souls was a dream that was almost too good to come true.
Do you have any information on the Tuatha?
Who knows why the Tuatha hate mortals? Who knows why the Fae do half the things they do?
Okay. Any information on the Well of Souls?
The well was a beautiful dream, an end to death, a cure to tragedy. It would have made war pointless. It could have saved the world. We should have known it was too good to exist. Now our friends have paid the price.
Alright.
Stay safe. We'll be moving soon.
Nah. Got nothing from that. Okay. Well, I guess there's nobody left for me to talk to. Isn't there a jump button? Dodge. Can I dodge off this? No. I thought there was a jump button. Nope. I guess not. Quest objective. Okay. It's like, I'm assuming that they were saying was, because, like, Hughes was, like, left inside, so... I'm assuming that they think he's dead. But I like where you're going with that. This game's so pretty. I love the environments so much. thought, yeah, there was another one. It's over here. Huh. Yeah, so I remember a few things from when I've played this. I remember there was this, like, cool beginning stuff over here. God, magic's so much fun in this game. Quit your fucking rat poison. Okay, right. Pick lock. Okay. Okay, I got some steel daggers, that's nice. We found a magic chest. Alright, dispel. Oh, right, yeah, okay. So this is like a timing test. There we go. Got another lock to pick here. Cool, I didn't have to move it. And a skeleton. Ah, fine birch buckler. Alright, cool. Alright, let's put on these steel daggers. Oh, requires level 3. Okay, I can't put those on yet. But I am going to keep my staff for now. Yeah, we'll put on this. It requires 8 finesse. Okay. Yeah, so certain armor types and certain weapons will require a specific amount of traits before you can use them. So we're just going to hold on to this one for a while. If I'm not mistaken, the purple and the gold items that you can get in the game are like specific like set items. There we go. Some better gloves. Yeah, but I don't want to use those because they're heavy armor. Mana regen per second. Do I want these? I don't know. There we go. And a buckler. It's always useful just to have a shield anyways, because, I mean, it's just used for blocking, so there's no reason not to have a shield. That's what he wants me to think. Alright, we got some crafting materials from that. Very cool. I remember these being a thing there. Shrine of Matharu. Matharu's protection. Yeah, they grant temporary bonuses, so that's nice. It's a bear. Oh, ow. That is definitely a bear. Ow. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Okay, yeah.
You?
Here.
I remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? How did you find me here?
I stumbled across you because you were screaming. So, yeah. So what are you doing here?
When I saw you with Edsel in the well, I ran. But it wasn't because I was afraid. I was coming to report that Hughes's experiment had succeeded. The Well of
To
Souls
who?
is bigger than just one gnome's pet project. My contact pays well for information about its progress. I just send reports to make some money on the side.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know how the Tuatha found out. This has nothing to do with them. I never wanted anyone to get hurt.
Yeah, tell me who you reported to. Now.
I promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you think? Should we kill him? I mean, this kind of sounds like it's his fault. I mean, Tuatha probably wouldn't have attacked if, you know, information wasn't getting leaked. And we found the person that's leaking it. You know what? I think it sounds suspicious enough for me.
But why?
Goodbye. That'll teach you to leak information about things that you shouldn't be leaking information about. Wolves. Here we go. I actually don't think I need to come over here. There's like a, yeah, Stone Candle Mines. Alright. Well, we know where that is now. If we need to come back here, I'm sure there's going to be a quest that brings us back. Oh my god, did I kill that in one hit? I did. Let's hunt me some deer. Get back here. God, is the blood really not necessary? It just gushes everywhere. Oh my god. Oh, is this the guy that we're supposed to talk to? Yeah, you look like a main character.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh?
What's a Fate Weaver?
Fate Weavers look at the great tapestry of fate.
The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are two very different things.
Alright. Hughes sent me to find you.
Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now.
Maybe. Hopefully not. What makes you think he's dead?
The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but Hughes' success would come on the day of his death. He took it pretty well, honestly. Although we did a lot of drinking after that.
The cards?
You really don't know much, do you? A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently.
Uh-huh. I mean, you know, I really don't know much, considering, you know, I had, no memory. Be right back. 1 second. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna ask him for some help.
I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes, or in celebration of his success. Whichever.
Cool. Thank you. I'll say, that's okay. I was dead too.
You're the one. Then that means it all makes sense now.
Does
The
it?
cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
Oh, great. I thought we were done with them. Alright. Bring it in. Okay, cool. Oh, even more. Cool. Okay. Then use your free energy to enter reckoning mode. Okay. Do you mind? Okay, move near an unraveling enemy and press X to perform a fate shift. Alright, cool. Get over here. Oh, we tore him in half. Awesome. So, what do you have to say about
How?
that?
What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that?
I don't know. I just did it.
Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible?
Hey, don't be
Come
yelling
here.
at me.
I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death.
Do you always see
It's
death?
a gift.
Some people paint landscapes, other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths.
Alright. Is this why Hughes sent me?
That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes.
Uh-huh. Alright, let's do it.
You're nervous. Relax. This is what Fate Weavers do. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much.
You... I'm real. You must be drunk.
I am. But still, I've never seen someone whose fate was just missing. Not even when I was drunk as the King of Ballads. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine.
Alright, so now we get our cards that we can pick from. Range attack damage, damage resistance while dodging, and piercing damage, elemental damage, mana cost reduction, melee attack damage, and block. I think I'm gonna take Acolyte. Yeah. Confirm. What did you see?
I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly, I can't make sense of them. Normally the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards to see your pattern in the weave. But it just didn't happen. They wouldn't focus. So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't, or there's something very wrong with you.
Thanks. So what does this mean exactly?
It could mean nothing, or it could mean everything.
Oh, very cryptic.
The world is changing. You might be a sign of that, or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings, but we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower.
Very well then. So tell me more about you, buddy.
Once I was Agarth the Unyielding, the Blade of Avgrull. I wrestled the Colossus priestess and declined knighthood by the High King of the Fae. I was a hero of men. But that wasn't enough for me. I joined the Fate Weavers, hoping to find a way to conquer destiny itself. Turns out fate is the one thing I couldn't fight.
Well, alright then. Sound like quite the accomplished fellow. So tell me about Arden.
You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Joven. Had to move there when he got run out of town. He's a damned good Fate Weaver, but that doesn't make you very popular. Especially not in dark days like these.
I imagine not. Telling people when and where they're gonna die? Yeah, I could see that being not the best thing. So tell me more about fate.
We are all threads in the tapestry of fate. Measured, woven, and cut according to a great plan. Fate Weavers undertake the task of reading those threads. Our title always was a bitter lie, since we have no control over how that tapestry is woven. But you do. And when a Fate Weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you may choose to become.
Sounds awesome. Tell me more about your Order of Fate Weavers.
The Fate Weavers were once a great, unified order of sages from all the mortal races. We foretold the destinies of kings and gods. But that power takes a toll. Nobody likes bad news. And all the news in the world is getting worse.
The Order splintered long ago. Now the old traditions are all but lost. And all I foretell is the fate of my beer. And I see it being empty soon.
Sounds good, though. So, you're friends with Hughes?
Hughes was always in Ottawa. Curious and determined as any of his kind, sure. He never shut up about his work. But he always knew what was important. He didn't worry about dying as long as he knew he'd get the well working.
Alright. So can you tell me more about those Tuatha guys who attacked us?
The Tuatha aren't like any Fae I've ever known. They're cruel, bloodthirsty, and savage. Why, they're practically human.
Alright. So, what's wrong with my fate?
That's just it. I don't know if you've got one, but that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. I'll meet you there.
Alright.
What could
Sounds
this
good.
all mean?
I determine my own fate, that's what that means. Means I don't fit into the great design, as it were. Some gold. Very nice. You know, I think now would probably be a really good time for me to save the game. There we go. Alright. Actually, let's put that there. The Venom Guard on the bottom. And mana regen here. I think, yeah. Yeah, that'll work. So yeah, that super attack that we can do, we can unbind the threads of fate and literally rip somebody out of their fate and their destiny within the world and end them. Wait, am I going back the way I came? I am. I very much am. I got a little turned around there. This world's so pretty. I love the level design. Like, just look at that. It's so pretty. The Legend of Dead Kel. Okay. Or was that Dread Kel? I didn't quite catch that. The Teeth of Naros.
Of all the songs in halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olene's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
Yeah, so we can interact with these really cool lore stones, and they all have that type of fae melody of songs. That gets explained a little bit more later, but we can interact with all those lore stones, and it'll give us a little bit more backstory about the fae. And just to show you guys a couple of the different weapons, because you saw me using the longsword, so I'll show you the hammer, which the hammers in this game are ridiculous. Look how fucking huge that is. It's massive, and this is a small one. This is a small hammer. Okay, there's hammers later in the game that are massive, like way too big to ever be wielded, which is why I say this game is very like, it's already like kind of like World of Warcraft inspired, but like ridiculously so. Look at that agility. Just insane. Whoops. There we go. Take my iron daggers back. Alright, so we got a bunch of quests just now. Okay, let's, Alright, contact the expedition. I've heard of an expedition of mercenaries that discovered a route in the teeth of Naros, an unexplored land to the south of Dalentarth. I should make contact with the expedition and see if I can accompany them on their journey. Okay. Legend of Dead Kell. The Alfar Merchant Navy have a position for a willing and courageous individual. I should seek out their official contact, Commodore Garrick, in the Seafoam Tavern in Rathir. Alright. I like that banner. That banner's cool as fuck. Travel to Gorhat. I received a package of special items. They are currently being stored in the chest of Gorhat village. Okay, yeah, that's like a... Okay. So we're gonna travel to Gorhat. I don't know. I don't think any of those quests are DLC. That might be. I don't know. I don't actually own any DLC, but I think they did put out some free stuff for this when they did the revamped version. If I'm not mistaken, but I could be mistaken. Hello, big, old creature. Aren't you, yeah, you're ugly. You're, stinky too. What the fuck are you? Tell me a joke? Uh-huh. Oh, okay. I've never seen that before. Fucking weird. Okay. Cool little guy. Just keep doing your thing. This looks like the village. I've discovered a new location. Yeah, cool. Thanks. Yeah, so I can fast travel in this game.
Everyone just stand back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close.
Try the corner shop.
Go back to your business. Go on.
Aye.
Uh-huh. You, want to tell me what's going on here? Herc Adwold. Hello.
I don't care
What's going on?
Race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savage like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this.
Oh. So she's a Fae, huh? Tell me about them?
I've spent most of my life dealing with them, but they aren't like us. Not at the core. They don't know what it means to be a man who sweats to feed his family. Gorhat has become a sort of refuge for those settlers who wish to live a life free of Fae. I don't see that lasting.
Uh-huh.
Not with the war. Not with everything changing.
Right. I mean... It sounds a little kind of like borderline racist, but hey, you know, whatever. Tell me about Gorhat.
We keep a precarious peace with the Court of Summer, one that's tested every day. I lie awake at night worrying what kind of disaster awaits me in the morning. But we're a good community full of good people. We have our eccentrics, sure, but we work hard and live quietly. That's the best anyone can do these days.
Sure. What's this, Court of Summer that you mentioned?
Peaceful Fae make up the tribe known as the Court of Summer. We are led by a king in a faraway city, hidden from mortal eyes. That's about all I know. Little more than rumors and stories from my youth.
Alright. Well, tell me about you, Herc.
I'm the Warden of Gorhat, and a poor one at that. I've been back from the war for only 6 months and been Warden for less than 2. Now here I am with an injured Fae on my doorstep. I'm a disgrace.
Don't be so hard on yourself, buddy. So, tell me about the Crystal War.
Our fate rests in the hands of a few chosen who fight in the east. You wouldn't even know it in Gorhart. We're miles away from the smoke and the screams.
Sounds pretty terrible. So, you know about the Tuatha then?
I don't know what the Tuatha would be doing this far from the front lines. It must be something vital to their interests. They're a wicked breed, though, and I pity the man who meets up with them in these darkened forests.
Yeah, they definitely had a reason to be here. So, what happened to this Fey lady?
It appears she was attacked with some manner of short blade, likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? It's shameful to treat another in such a way, even if she is a Fey. I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds.
That sounds pretty awful. So, who attacked her?
It's difficult to say. We've been plagued by the Red Legion for days.
Who's
It's
that?
not their way to go after the Fey in the area. They like their targets mortal. In case you haven't heard, there have been some Tuatha sighting in the woods to the west, so that's also a possibility. It's unlikely, though.
I'd like to help.
Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. They'd rather just ignore it. I'm going to suggest something a bit untraditional. There's a Fey named Eri. She spends her days up on the hill overlooking the village. Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but I'm a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps a Fey will know how to heal a Fey. If not, then we're back where we started.
Alright, buddy. Tell me about the Red Legion.
I've seen many bandit clans in the Crystal War and back home. But these men are a particular breed. They like their victims weak and bloody. The Red Legion has been a presence in the area for several weeks now. Our people are scared to show their faces after dark.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you are some warden. Where can I find Eri?
She spends her days on the precipice overlooking the village. She doesn't think we're aware of her presence, but we most certainly are.
Okay then.
Hope you stay in town.
Believe me, the attack has me spooked. I'm not even a proper warden, just a volunteer. I'll stick to jail duty. At least there, the criminals are behind locked doors.
God, you guys are kind of piss poor at your job. Tell me about you, Awen.
My cousin is Herc Adwald, the village warden.
Ah, okay.
You might have met him. Herc asked me to move to Gorhart to help him keep the peace. I've only been here a few days, and look what I'm up against. Red Legion, Tuatha, and bodies lying in the road. I'm off to a grand start.
Yeah. Sounds like a rough, first couple of days of job. So, you know about the Court of Summer?
You might call it a Fey nation, one of two united factions that rule their kind. The Summer Court are not exactly allies, but they do let us be, most of the time. It's the other Fey, the Winter Court, that has spawned the dreaded Tuatha, a vicious clan of killers who wish to defeat and enslave all mortals.
Alright. Do you know anything about the Crystal War?
Are you playing a trick on me? I would hope so.
I have amnesia.
We're going on 10 years of the mortals and the Tuatha locked in a deadly embrace. Normally, I'd decry the bloodshed, but this is a conflict that we cannot afford to lose.
Alright. So tell me more about the Fae.
What are they? I'm not sure, but they've been here for longer than any of us can imagine. They're older than the trees. They have to be. They grew them. Humans and immortals cannot live together in peace. At least not forever. The peace we have with the Summer Court is unnatural. That's my opinion.
Uh-huh. That sounded borderline racist, but alright. So, tell me about your jail.
Our guests aren't the wickedest breed you'll find in these forests, but they're bad enough to earn a spot in my collection. Stay clear. That's an order.
Alright, you can calm down. So this Red Legion you're having problems with.
Bandits, but no ordinary bandits. Surely you've heard of Red the Dead Idward. They say he drinks the blood of his captives, that he consumes their souls. Or perhaps those are just rumors. You should be fine if you stay inside the village. Once you go beyond the boundaries of Gorhart, however, your life is in your hands.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it kind of sounds like my life's in my hands anyways, with the way that you two are handling things. But yeah, tell me about this St. Odwig's mission. What's that?
The Brothers of St. Odwig's are an odd sort, scurrying back and forth across the mission like squirrels gathering nuts. I wonder what goes on behind those closed doors.
Oh, so is it like it's like a church? Alright. So the Tuatha.
I'd never seen one of them until a day or so ago. It appears that a small group of warriors ventured inland to strike behind our lines. Believe the stories, friend. The Tuatha were mad. They have been touched by a dark magic. They are wholly corrupted, and they are the enemy.
Yeah, I mean, I fought some of them already, so yeah, kind of aware.
I don't know if you noticed, but St. Odwig's mission closed its gate moments before that phased body turned up on the road. I don't like what that suggests. Not at all.
Alright, so I guess I'll go asking around there about the wounded lady. You guys should, like, really, I don't know, get a stretcher, get her off the ground, maybe find a healer or something somewhere. Maybe help her a little bit. Don't mind me, I'm trying to break all your boxes.
Hello there. Did you see the war sworn at the inn? I wonder if he's trying to find new hirelings. Maybe I should volunteer.
Warsworn, huh? I wonder who they are. We definitely will go find out.
Hello there.
Special delivery chest. Here's that thing that I was looking for. Okay. What is all this? Oh, man. Some crazy stuff. Cool. You follow a path of uncommon coolness and ease, rarely letting your situation suffer from extremes. Ice and fire resistance. Cool. Harbinger. There's a fate awarded. 2 XP gain while in reckoning mode. That's awesome. Alright. Yeah, we'll grab that stuff in a minute. It's still in there, right? Okay, yeah, it's still in there. I'll come back and grab that, because there's a lot of stuff in there. My inventory's kind of full. It's alchemy place. What is this? Corner shop? Yeah, let's talk to the shop owner.
Come in.
Hello. Rika?
Welcome to Gorhart, the last settlement before the Feylands. How can I fill your pack today?
Let's shop first. Can I sell things? I can sell things. So let's see if there's some stuff that's pointless for me to have. Okay, yeah, like the bones we can sell. The skull, tattered documents. Alright. I'm not going to sell my stuff because I think there's a way in the game to break down items, and I'd rather do that to get some stuff. Alright, so tell me about the Crystal War.
The Alfar and the Tuatha have been at each other's throats for nearly a decade now. I can't remember the reason. I wonder if they can, the fools.
I mean, 10 years is kind of a long time, but yeah. Can you tell me about Didenhill? I don't know what this is.
You will find it settled on a small lake beside the eastern road. Compared to Gorehart, Didenhill could be called a city.
Ah, so it's another settlement of people. Got it. Tell me about the Fae.
The Fae are elemental creatures, magical and strange. None too considerate of us mortals either. They see us like pets, or worse, like bugs. It's best that you stay out of the Eastern Forest. I've seen things you can't even imagine. The road is dark and dangerous, and it's a long hike to Didenhill.
Gotcha. I mean, I haven't really had a chance to talk with Faye, so I can't say that I know that for sure. Tell me about your village, though.
Some call it the Camp of Cowards, on account of it being settled by those who refuse to enter the forest. Can you blame them? Never trust a wood that whispers. There's Nettie the Smith, and Nanny handles potions and remedies. The inn's across the way if you fancy a pint. Keep an eye out for the Red Legion, though.
So this Red Legion?
Oh, I doubt it's an organized group. More likely that it's one scared idiot with a knife. I heard someone in the village mention the Red Legion, but that can't be true.
Sounds like you're in denial about that. So, who's this Rika person?
Me? Widowed,
Yeah, you.
going on 5 years now. All my boys were taken by the Tuatha. Both sons, my brother, and my beloved Avery. Wicked business, this war.
Sorry to hear that. So, the Tuatha.
I refuse to speak of them. Please respect my wishes.
Alright, fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna press that.
Goodbye.
I just figured you might be open to talking about it, but I guess not.
Damn Red Legion.
Oh, Nettie, the
Are
blacksmith.
you here for a weapon? Going to earn a lord's favor in this ridiculous war, are you?
Ridiculous, huh? Alright. So, tell me about the Alfar?
Troublesome creatures, the Alfar. No doubt this
Rude.
war is a result of them meddling in the affairs of others.
Wow. Fucking... nothing like fantasy games and racism. So, you want to tell me about this Crystal War?
We here in Gorehart are far from the front, and deliberately so. Our hearts may be with the Alfar, but our bodies stay here, safe on the other side of Dalentarth. We've seen our fair share of dead. The truth is, we have as many cemeteries as we do settlements.
So you're just cool with the Alfar fighting your war, huh? Don't want to commit yourself? Alright. So, tell me about Dalentarth.
Around you. These are no mere woods. This is the heart of the Feylands. Once you enter the forest, you won't emerge again until you reach the plains.
Okay. How do you feel about the Fae?
The Fae are one with this land in ways that no mortal race could ever be. They are true creatures of magic. Leave the village, walk 50 paces in any direction, and you'll find a Fae. Pray it's a friendly one.
Okay. So, tell me about you, Nettie.
I intended to pledge my sword to the Alfar, to fight the blasted Tuatha. Had my helmet freshly polished, my sword sharpened to a deadly edge. Then I saw the carts headed west. They carried the corpses of the fallen, some all the way from Melsenshire. After that, my fire to fight went out. Forever.
Yeah, but what you said about the Alfar wasn't too friendly, though. So, what's Melsenshire?
It is an Alfar stronghold in the east. And if the reports from the front are to be believed, Melsenshire is all that stands between the Tuatha and us.
Okay. So, tell me about the Tuatha,
I
then.
hear their warriors die as easily as any others, only they don't stay dead. That can be a problem during wartime.
Yeah. I can definitely agree. So you're a weaponsmith.
I was raised to know weapons before anything else. You won't meet many women who could fashion arrow fletchings before they could speak.
Fair enough.
I'll be here.
Alright. Can I use this? Forges can allow me to craft weapons and armor using blacksmithing skill. Cool. I can salvage stuff, though. Yeah, see? Yeah. Cool. Alright. Yeah, let's just break down everything. Yeah? Ooh, nothing from that. Okay. There we go. And we could craft things. So if you have all the components and parts you need, you can create new stuff. Like if I wanted to, I could create a new hammer right now, but I'm not going to. Or I can just take these. Yo, cool. Alright. Can I craft some of this? I can craft a new staff. Sure. You know what? Let's maybe do that. I can make new hand wraps too. I'm gonna create a staff. Birch flame rod. Basic flame staff. Oh, I don't have the rest of the No, we'll hold off on doing that for right now, because I think we'll probably like level up shortly. Oh, that's that chest I can't take. Okay. Alright, cool. We've talked with these people.
Come in. Yes, what do you need?
I'd like to see what you have for sale. You have backpack. Oh, it's expensive. Alright. Gonna need a lot more coin before we get that. That'll increase our inventory space. So we have a goal. Get like 7,000 gold. So I can purchase a backpack. But we've made up a lot of space in our inventory. And the reason why I didn't destroy my mage armor yet is because I'm not sure if I'm going to want that. Because I'm kind of on the fence of what type of weapons I'm going to be using. Because this game lets you like multi-skill, so there's a couple weapons that require multi-skill. Particularly, there's one's called Feyblades and there's one's called Chakrams that I want to use. But let's get in here and take all. Can I take all? Did my game just crash? What's going on? Okay, there we go. Yeah, cool. Inventory weapons, primary. Can I use these? I can use these right now. Omni blades. Whoa. Oh. Omni blades. Wow. Okay, so that's like a Mass Effect reference. Like for the Omni tool blade. Those look really fucking cool. Holy shit. Fate's needles. And the night. Ooh, those look really fucking cool too. Damage at night. These Omni blades are really nice. Fate's curve. Okay, hold on. Let me just stabs. Fate's arbor. I feel like some of this is like a World of Warcraft reference because that looks like it is. Like I know some stuff is they have to be like a like World of Warcraft reference or something, or like a reference to something else. souls. Ooh, those are cool as hell. Look at that. Yeah, these are the chakrams that I was mentioning. Fate's eyes. Physical, fire, health, mana, reckoning duration. Freezing. Fate's edge. Oh my god, that looks so fucking cool. The beast. Oh my god, that looks amazing. Holy shit. The beast is the destroyer, often thought of as a card of destruction. Fate weavers are quickly to explain that the beast indicates change rather than death. In the last several years, the beast has begun appearing in more readings than ever before. Okay. Great sword. Oh, that looks so pretty. Fate's mallet. Also really pretty. The mountain. The card The Mountain indicates that a fate that will occur slowly and quietly. The Fate Weavers explain to those who are fated with the card that the mountain may sometimes not notice the change until it has already moved through them. That looks pretty cool. The card The Knight is considered by most Fate Weavers to be an ill omen, predicting death. Meet to the one who pulls it. Although the card can be an omen, it can also be a blessing, as death sometimes an agreeable end to a conflict. Fate's curve. Ooh, that bow is pretty. And the hunter. Oh, whoa, that's fucking cool. Holy shit. The hunter is a card that's easy to misinterpret for many Fate Weavers. Often the hunter refers to not the one who pulls the card, but another person or event in their lives. The hunter is often thought to indicate danger from an unknown source. Fate blades. Fate scours. Yo, those are cool too. The wind. Yo. Those are awesome. Holy shit. The wind rushes forward and changes things in ways that are barely able to be perceived and moves on. Those who draw the wind are rarely able to feel the touch of the weave on their lives, although it has and will change them. Okay, so real quick here, I'm going to grab these. So I can show you guys real quick the chakrams and the Fate blades, because these are two of my favorite types of weapons. So we have the chakrams, which are like semi-ranged. They can also create an awesome AoE, and then the Fate blades, which are super fast. You create a kind of a piercing ability. And if some of you are familiar with World of Warcraft, you'll know that the Fey Blades are definitely a weapon from World of Warcraft. I believe it was, God, what expansion was that? I can't even remember. Oops, didn't want to open up quests. Armor. Still can't wear that. Or that. Infernal Helm. Sounds cool. Imminent Cap. Pensive Cowl. Mana regen per second. Critical hit damage. Mana regen per second. Requires sorcery. Got it. Shepherd's Helm. Vigilant Helm. Imminent Vest. Yo. Imminent Gloves. leggings. And unit boots. Yo, that outfit looks sick. Chance to do critical hit damage, bleeding duration, stealth, and experience bonus while in reckoning mode. Awesome. Alright. Destiny Spiral. Ooh, that's cool looking. Spinning Tom's Anvil. That's cool looking too. Spinning Tom was said to be nimble with his buckler, that the numerous blows he deflected would keep its bracing at a red-hot glow, scorching any who drew too near. Alright. The moon. Oh, that's pretty too. Those who faded with the moon cast light into darkness, revealing the truths that most are afraid to face. The tower. Oh, that's cool looking too. Holy shit. The tower encourages the fated to gain new perspective on their lives. This card often links to other cards, indicating the Fate Weaver that the reading that may not be as it seems on the surface. Physical damage, elemental resistance, mana, critical hit damage with melee, plus 10 health, blocks damage. Alright. But I definitely think I'm gonna run with some chakrams here. So do I want to go fire or lightning? This gives me plus 10 health and 10 mana though. So I might want these. And we'll go with a lightning staff. Sure, why not? I don't know. I haven't quite decided on exactly which weapons I want to use. I might mix them up. But the chakrams are like really cool. Definitely one of my favorite weapons. The staves are really cool too. Where is... Yeah, I'll show you guys the scepters too. I don't really like the scepters as much because it directly pulls from your mana pool. I mean, they're cool, but yeah, I'm not really a big fan of them because it just eats up your mana when you could literally just use your spells. Physical piercing damage at night. Yeah, I think I might run Fey Blades and a staff. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that feels good to me. This armor looks sick. Not really big on the helmet. I'm actually gonna... Where is it? Options... Another game? Camera? Gameplay. Hide helmet. On. There we go. Now we can see the face. I want you guys to actually be able to see the face of my character. Okay. Real quick, we're just gonna go in here, and I'm gonna break down those other crappy items that we have, because we have a ton of really cool items right off the get-go. And hopefully there's like a storage box for us to use, because if not, I'm gonna have to just like not pick up anything for a while. I should have actually looked through the box and like pick and choose what I was gonna pull out of it, but oops, I wanted to salvage. Cool. Cool. There we go. And yeah, you can't break down like legendary stuff either. At least I don't think you can. So like you don't have to worry about accidentally maybe scrapping some of your legendary rare stuffs. Fun loading screens. I'm gonna run back over the box real quick and see if there's any other cool stuff for us to take out. I don't even know what those are. I think those are talismans. Take that. Compass of Fate. Dowsing Rod. I don't know what those are. Those sound important. I'll take those out. Inventory. Armor. Running Man Hood. I'm just gonna put this armor on to check it out. Let's go in a little bit later spot. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I like the other one a little bit better. This reminds me of very Skyrim-y Thieves Guild armor. But oops, armor. So what does it do full set? Plus 10 health and plus critical hit damage. The other one does a lot of stuff, so we're gonna use the other set. And I don't need this. Add that to junk. Is that the full set? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, this set of armor looks really freaking cool. Definitely my style. So what is this elixir of inspiration? Can gain 500, instantly gain 500 experience points. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? Compass of Fate. A magical device that reacts to the threads of fate weaving around its target's mind and heart. Plus 1 persuasion. Okay. Magical rod that will help you find special elements usable in alchemy. Alright. Can I do anything with those? No, I just have them. Cool. Alright. Almost level 2 already. Cool, just boom, XP potion. Very cool. Let's go to the alchemist's place.
Stay close to the village.
Hello, alchemist.
You there? Do you feel nauseous? Itchy? Have you noticed any blood leaking from your eye sockets? I've been noticing the symptoms everywhere.
That sounds awful.
This situation could not be any worse. If the Red Legion is involved, then we could all be staring death in the face. What have I done?
What? What symptoms?
Why ask questions when you could never understand the answers? It's clear your prowess is not with wit, but with a weapon.
Wow.
If you must know, something of value has been stolen. An alchemical formula that, if released, could cause untold devastation. I see its symptoms everywhere. Only my apprentice, Karth, and I knew of my work on the formula, but he's gone missing as well.
Cool. What's the formula? Because it sounds bad.
It was an early version, unstable and rife with potential dangers. My hope is to develop a weapon that the Alfar can bring against our common enemy, the Tuatha. To say more would be to reveal my secrets. All I can say is that it involves lesions, goiters, and a good deal of pus.
So you're creating chemical warfare. You fucking mad scientist. Who's your apprentice?
His name was Karth Hilfred. I found him one morning outside my door, picking through the ember eyes. I was impressed how well he knew his way around a plant. I've never seen one so eager to learn.
Yeah. I'll help you to help everybody else.
I do not deserve such goodwill after what I've engineered. If disaster occurs in Odorath, it will be on my head.
Yes.
I'm not sure where Karth may have gone, but I knew that before he came to me, he found shelter in the ancient chambers of Agnor Hall, an Irathi ruin east of Gorhart. Once you've ensured Karth's safety, you must learn what's happened to my formula. When you do, destroy it. It's the only way to keep us safe.
Cool. How do you want me to do that? And where's this place? Where's Karth?
He always spoke of his time as a wastrel living in the abandoned halls of Agnor Hall, the Irathi ruin. People say it's haunted, but people say many things.
Gotcha. You want to tell me more about the place?
The villagers believe it's haunted, but I have a feeling that's a ruse devised by the Red Legion. They mean to terrorize these people into submission, and it's working.
Alright, I'll take that under advisement. So you want to tell me about Elstar?
Haven't you seen it? The grim tower to the west. Avoid its shadow if you can, because what transpires inside Alistar will benefit no one. I would know.
Oh, would you? Did you work there? So tell me about the Crystal War.
I have seen many conflicts unfold, but never have I seen one in which the fates of so many are at stake. The Tuatha will not settle for simple victory. They want total domination, and will do whatever it takes to achieve it.
So, your experiments.
For years I dabbled in alchemy, healing, divination, and transmutation. All of that seems frivolous now, what with the war looming over us. Now I spend my sleepless nights in search of a formula that will end such conflicts forever.
Okay. You seem really stressed. I think you need to just take a nap. And then not be making biological weapons. So tell me about your apprentice.
I fear for his life. Karth was gifted in a way that I've witnessed in only a select few. If the Red Legion has him, there's no telling of how he'll be treated.
You don't think he just willingly joined them? So tell me about you.
If you must know, my name is Nani Henry, formerly the chief alchemist of Alistar. But you wouldn't know what that is, would you? When the scholars in the tower ordered me to leave the grounds, I took refuge here. The Almain are a private people, keen to keep to themselves, like me.
And you wonder why they made you leave. You're making bioweapons. Like, you're making chemical warfare. So tell me about this Red Legion.
Bandits, ruthless and well organized. The Red Legion is reaping many rewards by preying on vulnerable Almain settlers traveling east. Long ago, these villains confined themselves to the coast, but recently they've moved inland to avoid the war. Now they're our problem.
And the Tuatha?
They are the Undying, the corrupted roots. Their existence is an abomination. Everything in Amalur exists for a particular reason, except for the Tuatha. They're not meant to be.
Uh-huh. Okay. Let me see what you have for sale. Expensive things. Okay. So all junk. Cool. Alice is sleeping on your mouse and moved her pod and almost ruined your run of a game. It's rough, Zach. What game were you playing?
Farewell.
Alright, so far we have to help a Fae.
Stay close to the village.
And, you know, stop this lady from, you know, unleashing biological weapons, so... Experiment. Okay. Create. I have no recipes. Let's just experiment then. Let's take this and this. Does this do anything? Okay. They do nothing. What about this? Potion of Restore Lost Health can be mixed. Okay, cool. Trophy earned. It didn't explode. Cool. Failed to make a potion. Alright. I failed to create a potion. Cool. Well, we only got that left, so let's just... Okay. Create. A minor healing potion. Sure. Alright. Can I loot this? No. I forget if it actually benefits me to steal anything in this game. I don't remember. Yeah, you go back upstairs. Yeah, you don't know I'm here. Okay. Yeah, those are useful, or useless, rather. What I was looking for is see if they have like any like recipes or anything. Aw, darn. Darn. Yeah, lockpicks break really easy in this game, like really, really easy. Birch staff and cotton ropes, yeah, those are pointless. Shouldn't have even unlocked that. Cripple spore caps. Is that a 0% chance of me being able to get it? I wasn't doing anything. You can't prove it.
Close to the village.
Sure, yeah, I'll do that. Alright, let's just save game real quick before we go and steal something. Playing one step down from Eden. I think you remember you saying that you were playing that recently. Oops. No, no, no. I don't want to do this. Stop. Consumables. There we go. Just gonna wait for this guard to go back upstairs, then I'm gonna try and steal that book. I'll wait for that little circle to not be filled. Okay, inventory, items. Read. Could that do anything for me? I'm just gonna leave this on screen. If you guys want to read through this, you can. Alright. Guess I can just...
Welcome to Gorehart.
Go upstairs since nobody seems to be upstairs. Is there anything here worth me taking? Let's find out. Farmers stuff. Yeah, no, I'm not interested. If I was collecting every outfit in the game, maybe, but I'm not.
You've returned.
This game's a lot of fun. I've been really wanting to play this again for a long time. As soon as it went free on PlayStation a while back, I was like, hell yeah, I really want to play that for my channel and everything. I wanted to stream it because I absolutely love this game. Alright, let's go to the inn. And maybe at the end there will be like a storage chest. I think at the end there usually is. But there is, I like to store a lot of these weapons and things that I have. Some of that ambient noise feels like it's just... it doesn't fit.
Come in, rest your boots by the fire, and drown your worries in a flagon of our finest. I am Arnik Arduna, and this is the famous Gorehart Inn.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
The lifestyle of a soldier did not suit me. Unlike many of my brethren, I wish to celebrate with others, not kill them. Starting a public house seemed the logical step.
Ah, you're the owner of the bar. Cool. So tell me about your bar.
Established 70 years ago by the great Alden Gorehart, this inn was the first all-main structure in all of Dalantar. I won it from him in a game of knuckles. Dida serves the finest ales, and upstairs you'll find Katrin, the healer. Here's some advice. Avoid Nanny Henry. I don't know what she's brewing in her little shack.
Yeah, she's temperamental. So you know anything about the Red Legion?
Don't you bother yourself with that. Gorehart is safe. Our greatest concern is passing the time.
Uh-huh. So can you tell about the lady who got stabbed outside?
Don't worry about that, my friend. Don't let the concerns of our local warden trouble you. You're here as a guest. There is no Red Legion. And if there was, it certainly wouldn't be out here in Gorehart.
Right. Yeah, you just want people's money. Got it. How much for a room,
We can
though?
offer you a place to rest and refresh yourself. Interested?
Maybe. No.
We're here to serve.
350 gold? Nah.
We'll see you soon.
Pull up a stool, stranger. We don't have much, but what we have won't leave a hole in your pocket. Are you here about that Fey girl they found outside?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Let's talk about
I
her.
feel terrible about what happened to that girl. Gorehart used to be a nice little village. These days we're jumping at shadows.
Okay. You want to tell me about your village,
It's
then?
as good a place as any, I guess. The Fae are strange, but they rarely bother us down here. I worry more about Nanny Henry, the creepy old alchemist.
Yeah, she is a bit creepy. Tell me about the Fae, though.
All I know is what I've heard from others. They say that the fair folk possess powerful nature magic. That would explain the beauty of these woods.
Woods are pretty. So, tell me about the inn.
I've worked here since I was a girl.
Arnik runs an honest business, and Ugnard treats me like a daughter, though he doesn't say much. If you need a healer's touch, Katrin works out of a room upstairs. She's Alpha, but I wouldn't hold that against her.
Okay. So you have issues with the Alfar?
New to the area? I don't recall the last time I met someone who was unfamiliar with the Alfar. There are two groups. There used to be one, but that was many years ago. The Loselfar are cool, slightly aloof. The Doppelfar, however, are very friendly, but their charm masks a mischievous nature.
Does it now? Alright. So tell me about you.
Nothing of interest to tell. I'm just a simple farm girl from the plains of Erethel. I left home as a girl and travelled west. Found myself here in Gorhart.
Alright. So, know anything about the Crystal War?
I must be honest. Sometimes I forget who we are fighting. All I know is that the humans and Alpha have been battling the enemy for close to 10 years now.
That's a long time. So, tell me about the plains of Erethel.
Vast rolling hills east of here near the coast. You should head that way if you wish to join the war effort. The Alpha need all the help they can get.
This guy next to me is like pissed drunk, Jesus. Let's see what they have for sale. Huh, okay. Lots of stuff I can't afford. Why does a bar have all this stuff? Mod's key, huh? That sounds interesting. Why do you have that? Because everything's for sale, huh?
Those monks?
What about them?
What's this?
Alright, bye, drunk guy. Hello there, knightly person.
Times are hard, but hard times can pay if you're willing to take risks.
Oh.
If you have the sword and stomach for this sort of work, we could use another strong arm among the Warsworn.
With Warsworn?
Some may try to colour it with fancy words, but we're warriors for hire, the best in these lands. You'll find those who have taken the oath are held in the highest respect all over Amalur.
Sure. Sign me up.
You could head straight to Shieldring Keep and pledge your sword. Might work, but a commendation from me would carry a lot of weight.
Alright.
To earn it, you must do something commendable. There are two brothers, scoundrels of the Red Legion, named Osgar and Medgar Krast. Bring me proof you've dealt with them. I'll pay in coin and my good word.
Alright. Where can I find them?
Osgar hides somewhere in the woods north of here. Medgar was last seen east of his brother's camp. Bring me their Legion daggers, and I'll pay with coin, and a commendation to join the order.
Sounds good. Can I use some coin? For sure. So, tell me about Gorhart.
Peaceful enough, if it's peace and quiet you like. Trouble with bandits and rogues now and then. That's when they send for me.
Gotcha. So these hard times you were talking about.
There's a war in the east, and Dalentarth's got our own troubles with the Red Legion thieves. Some say they've seen Tuatha in these parts. Fools. I'll believe that when I see it.
I mean, I was fighting some Tuatha, so... Tell me more about these Krast brothers, though.
We've had our eyes on those two for some time. Red Legion scum. They're both dangerous, but it may help to know Osgar favors the bow, while Medgar favors the spear.
Alright. So, little note here. One of the things that bothered me about this game is there's a few characters in this game who use spears. You cannot get your hands on a spear. That has always bothered me. I've always wanted them to add in spears to this game, because there are characters who use spears, but you yourself cannot use them, and it really does bother me. So, tell me about yourself, Ost.
That's me. Warsworn since before you've been drawing breath. An Oathblade near as long.
I mean, I only started drawing breath, like, I don't know, today. So, yeah. Alright. So you're an Oathblade?
Easy now, stripling. Earn your way to Pledge Shield first. Then, in 5 or 10 years good service, you'll make Oathblade.
Uh-huh. Sure. I don't even know what your ranks are, but cool. So do you have any more information on the Red Legion?
A name taken by some lot of scoundrels to glorify their thievery. A name breeds fear and doesn't die like a man. But killing the men who use the name is a start. Eh?
I like the way you think. So, you mentioned Shieldring Keep. Is that where you guys are from?
Shieldring. The oldest home to the Warsworn. In the Feylands, at least.
Alright. Have you seen any Tuatha?
They're unlike any Fey you've ever seen. Red eyes to match their armor, and fierce as rabid wolves.
Alright. You know much about the Fey?
Fey are folk, but not mortal folk. They're not concerned with the things we mortals are.
Alright. You're very straight and to the point. I like that. So, have you been involved in the war?
What have you been living under? We've been at war with the Tuatha for 15 years.
I thought it was 10. Well, tell me about your order.
We're fighters for hire. There are none better with steel, swinging it, or shaping it. And none held in higher regard.
Okay. Cool.
Right then. We have what you need.
Yeah, what's up, buddy? Oh, you're a shopkeeper. Okay. What is all this? Huh. I don't know what any of this is. This is new to me. Tell me anything about this village? No. You're broken, aren't you? Yeah, this guy's broken. Cool. Alright. Yeah, that person's new. They definitely added him in. Who didn't used to be in this, the original version, because that entire shop that he has, I've never seen anything like that before. There's another little dude right here. Hey, what's up, buddy? Just chilling. I can just take this. The Adventure 1, sure. I'll snag up lore books. Anything cool going on here? Oh, you're Katrin. You were mentioned.
I am Katrin. Do you require my healing touch in mind, body, or both?
Actually, came to just talk for right now. Can you tell me about Alistar?
The Gnome's Tower stands to the west, past Gorhart and beyond the ruins of Alistar Glade. However, no one should seek Alistar. Its secrets should be kept.
Sounds like you know a little bit about it. But tell me about you.
I am unable to watch while others suffer. Too many mortals have fallen prey to the Tuatha, and I could not stomach it. So I left my home in Rathir and traveled west. There are many Allmain villages just like this one, yearning for peace, crying out in pain. What good are my gifts if I cannot make what is broken whole again?
Fair enough. Sounds like a healer. You mentioned Allmain.
The Allmain were once different tribes that recently banded together to form an empire. They are formidable creatures, but new to the way of magic.
Understandable. I mean, we are elves. Tell me about the Crystal War.
I buried everything I was when I buried my family.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That is the war's legacy for many of us. That is all I have the strength to say.
Alright, fair. So, tell me about Dalentarth.
The forests of this region are one of the densest in all of Amalur, and the stretch from Alistar to Issa. Those of us who live in the shadow of its canopy call Dalentarth the Feylands. because this is where these fair folk have their seat of power.
Alright. So what do you know about the Fae?
Find the fair folk if you wish to learn the ways of magic. They understand this world in a way that is hidden from mortals. You will find many Fae in Dalantarth, as it is one of their ancestral homes.
Alright. So what do you think about the village?
This has been my home ever since my love was taken by the Tuatha.
Oh.
After such a loss, one craves quiet. But it seems that the war has followed me here.
I understand. So you're a healer?
I require a nominal fee only so I may eat and have a bed to call my own.
That's understandable. So, what do you think about the Tuatha?
Magic is a natural wonder, no matter how you use it. The Tuatha are the exception. Their power is tainted, and it has caused a grave imbalance.
Alright. You mentioned Rathier?
The glorious Alfar city to the east is where the forces of right gather to face the Tuatha. It is an enchanting place with a long history of magic.
Okay. I'll be seeing you.
Be safe.
Herc will protect us.
God, the sounds in this are something else. They sound so out of place, like it doesn't feel like it meshes, like they just took samples or something and then just threw them in as background ambient noise. I'll unlock this. Ceremonial dagger and old letters, useless. Pocket charm, tattered documents. Visit the craft hall. Items. Visit the craft hall. We're in Dalantarth, can such a panoply of fine crafted goods be founded beneath one roof? Fine metalwork of Igna, Riceberg, the exquisite potions of Oleander, Sinclair, quilts and head wraps are the most stunning needlework. Our goods are known to be and sold from Oddenarth to Amare. Alright. Interesting. Yeah, if she wasn't in here, I would loot that other bookshelf, but she's there, and clearly not going anywhere. So I think I've talked to everybody in the inn. Is there not a... Nah, there isn't a place for me to store my items, I don't think. The guy offered me a room, but... would that be this room? It's gotta be this room, right? It'd have to be. There's no other rooms in this place. There's only 2 rooms. Alright. Very cool. I feel like if you're running an inn, it should have at least more than 2 rooms. At least 3, maybe 4. You know, if you're running a small inn. Especially if you're having people travel through, especially because it seems like there's a lot of people that might travel through this village, you might want a few extra rooms. Or else people aren't going to be spending money to stay at your inn. You're already renting one out to the healer, so... I don't know. It feels like you should have more rooms. What's this? Graveside letter. Avery, I came to Gorehart to look after your inn. Rika is wonderful, or at least as wonderful as you described, yet she is a shadow. She misses you, my friend, as do we all. I will watch over her, since you cannot, and will visit you often. This war be damned. Who would have guessed I would have come to a mission and trade a prison for a cloister? If only we had both escaped. Alas, the bars were too strong, the Tuatha too cruel. Your brother, Mason. Okay. Interesting. Hello?
I'm not accustomed to all of this excitement. It was difficult enough to adjust to life during wartime. Now we have to be on our guard for Tuatha right here in our own home.
Yeah.
What is this world coming to?
So, you mentioned Tuatha.
It's my understanding that they were once members of the Court of Winter, and Fae like any other. But something dark lured them, took them, and twisted them in its grip.
Mm-hmm. The Fae?
I would think they were a myth if not for the Tuatha. Fae keep far from us. Perhaps they view us as intruders in their lands. Perhaps they disapprove of our civilized ways. Perhaps they know something we don't. I fear that most of all.
Hmm. So tell me about the Court of Winter.
I'm hardly a scholar, but I can tell you what I know. There are two Fae factions, the gentle Court of Summer and its coarser cousin, the Court of Winter. As a child, we were told stories of their ancient rivalry. These are surely myths, but enough to scare a young girl. In the last few years, the Court of Winter has fallen, corrupted by a group of powerful Fae called the Tuatha. It's the Tuatha we fight, and the Tuatha we will defeat.
Alright. So the Crystal War.
Truth be told, I know nothing of why the Tuatha are at war with the Alfar, nor why men fight the way they do. All I know is who picks up the pieces. The Tuatha's madness infected the Winter Court. All Fae existed peacefully for centuries, until the Tuatha got involved. It's sad.
Sounds it. So, what do you know about the Alfar?
My experience is limited to Arnik Arduna and Katrin Orway. They seem the same as any of the rest of us. Wiser, perhaps, but decent, hard-working folk.
I'm glad to hear that. You're one of the few people that hasn't been slightly racist this entire time. Tell me about you.
I was a miller's love who became a miller's wife. Now I am the wife of a soldier. My duty is to hold vigil for my beloved and for all our men in the lines.
So tell me about your village.
I was born and raised right here in the village. Well, not in Gorhart proper, but on a farmstead outside the village boundaries. It was a good life. Before the war, of course.
Of course. So, tell me about this, church.
It's strange. Those old birds have been perched on that hill for as long as I can remember, staring down over the rest of us in the village like hawks. I know so little about them. I don't even know their names.
Alright.
Farewell.
Well, thanks for your time. Sister Zelda.
Whatever you do, avoid the monks of St. Odward's Perpetual. They deal in lies and false tenets. Their light of hope will leave you in shadow.
Oh, is that right now? And you are?
It is the name I chose when I baptized myself in the clear waters of Mitharu. I have undergone the ordination rites, and am as legitimate as any monk.
Oh, okay. So, let me guess. They won't let you in because you're a lady? Great. So tell me about the mission.
You don't know. It is less a mission than a fortress of deception, a citadel of lies. It throws its menacing shadow over all of Gorhart. Father Dinwell will try to defend his cause, but he is simply a soldier, marching to the orders passed down to him. None of them have minds of their own.
Cool. Okay. So, tell me about Father Dinwell.
He would be a good man if he could see past the rigidity of his faith. Mitharu embraces all, not simply those that the Church deems worthy.
Oh, okay. Does that have anything to do with the Fae, maybe?
If such creatures were not part of the authorities' plan, then they would not exist in nature, period. Mitharu's divine order governs all. even the Fae.
That sounds a little breachy. You know anything about the lady that got stabbed?
She was wronged by someone in this village. That is an injustice I can understand. By its appearance, you'd assume Gorehart is a pleasant place. Never make assumptions.
You seem a little cynical, but alright. You were just being talked about. Hello.
Welcome to St. Odwig's perpetual mission. I would invite you in, but the Order has been too trusting in the past. We try to learn from our mistakes.
Is that got anything to do with the lady down there?
One never knows what might be a test of faith. You have arrived just when I am in need of aid. So perhaps Mitharu is at work.
Uh-huh. So, you want to tell me about the lady down there?
Frustrating, that one. Stubborn to the spirit. She claims to know the will of Mitharu better than those of us who have spent a lifetime studying scripture. If only she would be touched by the hand of reason.
Okay. So tell me about the Fae.
The Fae are stubborn fools. They treat their souls like toys, with no thought of right or wrong, chaos or order.
Okay. Tell me about you.
I have been with the mission since its founding. These boys are like my sons. I live my life as an example of Mitharu's wishes for our kind.
Okay. Tell me about your church, then.
The first bricks were laid 50 years ago by Odwig himself, before his demise at the hands of trolls. We honor him by converting the Fae to the worship of Mitharu. Alas, we have yet to convert a single one. But that does not keep us from trying.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be pushing your religion on other people. I mean, especially on immortal beings that have been here longer than any mortal. Yeah. You said you needed help, though.
We at St. Odwig's have worked for years to establish a presence on this hill. It's not been without its challenges. The call of the Phalanx does not fall upon deaf ears, and many of our youngest don't have the will to resist. Take Brother Egan, for example. 2 nights ago, Egan ventured past the walls to collect firewood and never returned. We must find him before anything happens.
Why are you worried?
Odorath is a savage land. Every day we must face both the beasts of the wood and the evil of wicked hearts. I fear for Brother Egan's soul. He knows nothing of the world of Fae and Alpha, trust and temptation. He is like a baby, eyes wide at the world around him.
Speaking of wide eyes, look at you, buddy. Yeah, sure, I'll help, though.
Mitharu be praised. His order reigns supreme. Brother Egan was last seen northeast of here, just off the road near the Fae ruins. Please find him. Perhaps then we can welcome you into the fold with open arms.
Not sure I want that, but tell me more about Brother Egan.
He's a good boy, but our youngest, and Egan often suffers from doubt. That is to be expected. One can only grow out of conflict, especially conflict of the spirit. I tried my best to comfort him and tell him that wisdom would come in time, but he is impatient, rash. He wanted a faster way to enlightenment and power.
So you're saying he's becoming a Sith, right? Alright. Where should I look for him,
Egan
though?
was last seen in the woods outside the walls, just north of the village.
Alright, thanks.
May Mitharu protect you.
If I happen across him, I'll send him home. Alright, so I think I've been in every place except the prison, which is over here.
Welcome to Gorehart.
Yeah. We're not going to go in there, because we're going to get in trouble. You know, I think one of those items shows all the harvestables on my mini-map. That's really cool. Alright. Just gonna check behind over here real quick. See if there's anything for us to take. Cool. Some gold. Chest. Take that. Don't mind me. Hey, buddy. You okay back here?
Nothing to see back here. Just a man working for his pay. We in Gorhart like to stay focused on our business. That way the Fae stay focused on theirs.
Okay. So what about the Fae?
Peace between mortals and the Fae is a passing one. They will always see us as occupiers of this land. We borrow what can never be given. Those fools in that mission on the hill are wasting their days. Creatures of such power do not worship gods. They are gods.
Exactly what I was saying. Tell me about the mission, though.
Their goal is to convince the Fae of their folly. But one cannot reason with the sunrise, ask the wind to cease its chill. You should speak with them if you haven't already. They are a sorry lot, and their numbers dwindle. Men forsake their faith and disappear into the woods, or worse.
Alright. Tell me about you, though.
I'd rather not talk about it. My past is a murky place. It's better not to enter unless you wish to get lost there.
Alright. Leave it be then. I won't press it. So what do you know about Alfar?
Gorhart is an Elmain settlement, so you won't find too many Alfar here. They tend to stay close to Rathia, their city on the coast. I don't mind them.
Glad to hear it, because I am one. So, you know much about the Crystal War?
If there was ever a reason to believe that Fae and mortals cannot live together, it is this strange and brutal war. The Alfar fight without any true knowledge of the enemy they face. I've seen this kind of conflict before and it never ends well.
Alright. So, tell me about the village.
Suits my needs just fine. It's remote, away from the shadows of the Crystal Wall. It's also quiet. Most of the time.
Alright. You know anything about the Red Legion?
What do you know of the Red Legion? Whatever it is, forget it. You'll be safer, wiser, and better off in the end. Ignorance is bliss, my friend.
Alright. It's a weird way to phrase it. Compared to everybody else I've talked to. My past is a murky place. Same. I feel that. I feel that, Anna. Alright, so we've talked to everybody in town now, so we have a few things that we can go and do. We need to go and kill some of the guys from the Red Legion. We gotta locate one of the guys from the mission. We need to find what's her name's apprentice, and we need to go and talk to the one Fae to see if we can learn about healing the other Fae. But I think that's a really good place for me to stop. We'll pick this up later, for sure. All out of time for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And don't forget to check out my YouTube channel. I'm actually going to post it in chat right now. There you go. For all of you watching, if you want to check out my videos on YouTube, I'll actually be uploading this there as well. Whenever I get all cut up and edited and whatnot. So everything I pretty much play on Twitch, you'll see over on my YouTube channel. Again, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Really enjoyed having you here. So, have a wonderful day. I will see you all at the journey's end. Ta-ta, everybody.